obviously, we're local, innit?
That's what I'm saying. You're from Handsworth. Something that I never even knew about, to be
Well,
honest.
I grew up in Handsworth. My school was in Handsworth Secondary School. But I was born and raised in like Lascelles and Aston.
The deep parts of Birmingham.
Yeah, and then went to Handsworth through school. So I wasn't always in Handsworth until like the last 10 years. But yeah, all over the place, all over the slums of Birmingham.
That's if you want to.
I wouldn't have it any other way though.
How did it all start, by the way? The journey of working as a broadcasting on Full-Time Devils, being the face of Full-Time Devils. The Devils.
It started from procrastinating in the office. So I got to thank my dad really, because like I was working. He will say for him, I will say with him.
Yeah.
I was working with my dad. I saw this thing sitting at work, and I thought, let me get in touch. And the next day, they've given us a shout. I spoke to Johnny Booth, who was one of the guys that started it first, one of the United fans that started it. Because they started it because basically there was a Red that used to go to all these games, and then he moved to London, and he just never had anything, like in terms of content. So they decided to make this thing. I shout them, they get back in touch. I just tell them about myself. And then they get me on a preview show, which was like 5 years, a month ago.
Okay.
So
congratulations for that, by the way, in 5 years.
I made it. And then 5 years, a month ago, and then I was just doing it was like on Skype with Ed Draper, who used to be on Sky Sports. No, he still is on Sky Sports. He used to be on Full-Time Devils.
Made it.
And a few others, Rebs, rest in peace, she passed away since then. Suff, and there was a Reading fan that I don't know. And we spoke about the game, and I watched it back the other day, and I was awful, yeah. And I remember I was in my mate's student halls in Hampstead campus, down there.
Yeah.
Because my internet went at home. So my internet had gone. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Yeah. So I had to run to my mate James's house. Gone there, got to his flat, used his internet, and then done it from there. So I've got some weird curtains in the back. Yeah, they're James's bedroom curtains. I don't know where he bought them from. But I think that five years ago we started that, and then I remember saying to them, because I was going to these games every week. So if you look at the match reviews from back then, they're basically my brother holding my phone in the pissing rain, and he's like, oh, I don't want to do this, man. I don't want to do this. So the video's got his fingers in it. It's bent. It's all this. And then I would send it to the guys at Full-Time Devils, and they'd upload it. So that was where it was a review of just me outside Old Trafford, and me umming and ahhing, because in my head I used to think, I have to try and be these guys on the TV.
Yes.
I didn't used to be myself.
And then
I just like, what am I doing? Just be yourself, innit? And then it just clicked. Eventually the channel just grew and grew. Obviously it wasn't all my doing. You have producer Chris, who eventually came into it about 3 years ago. You had Johnny Booth, Alan, who people that know will know who these guys are. Neil. These guys were working and trying to make things happen. So, and adding different content. Sam and Ian were a huge part of the channel. Then there still are, but obviously not as much because of other commitments and whatever. But so these guys obviously helped a big bit as well. It wasn't just me, but like I think I helped in terms of doing the match day stuff and getting that off the ground. And it was good. It was weird. Like I don't think I ever would have planned to do that.
I would never.
So
think
like,
it's
with
a dream,
it just happening, it was just like, oh my days, and it's like. And then I remember I got a picture of the first shoot, and it's like, raw. I remember I had it as like my screensaver or something for ages.
I don't blame you,
because it was just like, wow, like I like that.
Yeah,
it's good. And then it's gone mad.
And now you've met loads of football stars as well. You've met, I think it's Phil Neville, Anthony Martial, Juan Mata.
You can't say loads of football stars and start with Phil Neville, man. What are you doing?
I respect the man, I remember his United days. Everton, he was funny, wasn't he? I should have started off with someone. I
like Phil Neville as well.
Eric Cantona.
Yeah.
We all know Eric Cantona. Geez. I've got to say something. Camera girl Sandra, who's video recording, she saw a photo of you and Eric Cantona, and honestly,
she said, who was it?
Your dad. She thought that Eric Cantona was your dad. She has no idea.
I wish it was my dad.
Well, you wouldn't
Sorry,
be too
Dad.
upset. But, Yeah, she said to me, "Oh, is that Adam's dad?" And I was
He's
like,
just possibly the greatest United player ever.
but I mean, you've met all these stars. What's it like interviewing them, meeting them? Do you feel like you're a groupie, or do you feel like
I am a groupie still, and that will never stop. There's certain people that I'm not because I've just seen them so many times. And it's just like, okay, that's them.
Do they find you creepy that you're always around, or?
No, Juan Mata probably does. Like
He's a
every
funny
time
guy,
I see Juan Mata,
yeah.
he's nice enough to. I don't know if he remembers my name or whatever, but he's nice enough to remember that. Oh yeah, that guy interviewed me, and he'll shake my hand and have a chat and whatever. But like, and that's still surreal. But I remember the first ever player thing I did was with Brian Robson and Andy Cole. Brian Robson's like one of my dad's heroes. Andy Cole, I'm not going to say he was my hero because he wasn't. But I remember like I used to pretend to be Beckham in school. My mate Tyra used to pretend to be Andy Cole. And there was that link up, and like Andy Cole was amazing, do you know what I mean? And like I was working with him and I was just thinking like, never thought this would have happened.
Yeah, yeah.
Interviewed him and that. And I wasn't myself that whole thing. Like interviewed him and whatever, but that whole thing I didn't really enjoy it because it was just the first one and it was really nerve-wracking. But then after that, I think I've done Fellaini, Mata. Like we were there with Juan Mata interviewing him that day, and then it was like, I'm gonna film some stuff on my channel in a bit, and my friend's coming. Do you want to just hang around and wait? She was like, yeah, I'll do whatever you want, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'll cook your dinner. What you want?
Whatever you wanted.
So we waited around, and then Ander Herrera rocks up, and it's like
sick.
Interviewed Ashley Young as well. He was amazing. See, Ashley Young, like people say I got a problem. I haven't got a problem with Ashley Young.
Not with him, no. But I understand.
I just don't think he's a great left back. That's it.
Yeah, I think when he crosses a ball, like.
But I think he's a good guy. Like I think he's a good guy, and I think he's a good player, and I think he's a good lad to have around, and I like him. But I don't like him as a left back. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was mint as well.
I never expected him to become a left back, to be honest. But I never thought Valencia would do it, and he's hench. When he's running down that right side, he is scary.
He is scary.
And he gets the tightest of tops to make any right wing.
Do you know what? I chatted to him, at the United for UNICEF dinner, and he was just walking around on his own. And I chatted to him, and I was just like, Tony, I was a bit pissed in it. It was open bar, and I was like, Tony, you're hench. That's exactly what I said. I was like, bro.
Do you think we've got any chance to win the title next year? I think we do.
Yeah.
Sign the right players. I think the back four needs to be improved. I think Lindelof, Bailly are probably going to be the two centre backs going to focus on.
I'm starting to like Lindelof.
I think
he had a dodgy start.
Yeah, I think he just shave his hair or something to make him look a bit more like Vidic.
He used to have his hair like shaved like that.
He did, but he's grew back now. He looks a bit more
he looks
younger.
Like a pretty boy, innit?
That's what I'm saying. But if you look like a Vidic, you know, a big European.
But he's not like, he is a ball playing defender. He's a very good ball playing defender. He's a little bit of a hard man, but I think he's the coolness to Bay's absolute hot-headedness. Yeah, I do think Lindelof's all right. We need to improve at the back though. Smalling, Young, they need to be improved upon, whether they stay around or not, but they need to be improved upon. And then midfield is obviously an area as well. So yeah, if we sort those things out, which I think we will, and you look at Sanchez, he's not been great for us so far, I don't think, personally.
No, he hasn't.
I would probably drop him and put Martial in, but that's just me.
It's a big call.
And but I think next season, it's like you've got that world-class player that you would have probably spent 2 months of the summer chasing. Imagine that. And he's got no World Cup. He's going to be fresh. Like, I think that's already given us a head start next season.
I'm looking forward to it and hoping we can even try and get a double next season or something.
Next year is our year. Is that what we're saying?